During the summer, ants got in their mind winter. Guess what they have in the winter? Summer. Why would you not apply the same philosophy of life and of living to improve yourself and to be better prepared for what life throws at you, or the flip side, what you want out of life? Being prepared, bruv. You know, you will never see how your opportunities will come to you. If you will meet a girl or a business partner that you will want to impress them, you want to make a first good impression, which is the last one. You want to go to the gym, have some money on the side, and be dressed nicely when you go out. You want to have this on point, bruv. Remember, first impression is the last one, bruv. You gotta be prepared in life. When you have to take a decision, you must know where you're going before you get to take that decision. If your direction is vague, people are gonna smell it. They're gonna filter you out. But when you have a strong direction, you're gonna filter people out. You see, it's a constant game of filtration. People are filtering each other out. There are people who got status, powerful status, and there are people who got frame, enough state to control the outcome of something. You wanna be strong. When you talk to somebody, talk from your core, talk from your spirit, and most importantly, put yourself in their shoes. Be like a transparent mirror where people can see through you, but also see themselves reflected back. In other words, you want to be free-flowing through life. You got to develop yourself and be prepared at the same time. There is loads of stuff you will not see coming, because in quantum physics and metaphysics, which is the science of the unseen, there is like invisible blankets or invisible balls of energy that constantly move and shift around you. Some are negative, some are positive. This thing is real. What you want to do is be prepared. In other words, work at yourself, invest in yourself. Put in yourself the time, the skill, the patience, and every investment you can think of. You will not regret it. Always be prepared. You see that this ant analogy is crazy, but we can use it. We can apply it to human psychology and improve ourselves. Why is the ant working harder? Is he doing it unconsciously? And it's worth thinking about this, bro, because it's not like I'm doing abstract thinking. It's actually concrete, because the fucking ant is running by principle. You gotta set yourself some standards, because when the opportunity arises, you want to be prepared to take it. In life, you only need one idea or one opportunity to succeed properly. Don't forget, you want to be prepared, because when you are, you begin to get more luckier. When you work at yourself, you're more prepared. You become the person to be in a position to succeed, to thrive, and so on. So why would you not have winter in mind? Why not ask yourself? And please ask yourself, how badly do you have winter in mind? Now that is summer, when everything is good. Do you have winter in mind? You know, the dark periods, when things add up, you know, because we're dealing again with these balls of energy. And by the way, I'll tell you at the end of this video how to get rid of them. Let me make a note here. How to go through them precisely. So back to the question, how prepared are you? Are you prepared? Because we're not talking of the kind of preparedness that requires physical action. We're talking about a mental state, because you're either in power or you're empowered by your state, by your physical state, by your physiology. When you don't have status, you need to be empowered in your own way, in your own world, in your own thinking. And that means preparedness at base. Please try to understand and grasp this concept. Please look at yourself and do an analysis. See where you place most of the energy, what you're trying to achieve, and how dedicated are you to achieving that thing. How hard and smart are you working to achieving that thing? Please look at yourself, because the more you prepared in this way, in other words, in the way that you become the person to have those things, but in order to be and have those things, you need to build yourself slowly to match those balls of energy, of quantum physical energy, of kinetical energy that's outside of you. You can only perceive it by feeling. You can't see it, right? To match those balls to bring you where you want and unconsciously make you be the person who's already having and doing those things. You want to build towards that. This is what preparedness does. You got to be crystal clear on what you want. You're not interested in how. You got to have a rough idea on how to get there. But that how is not going to be the ultimate how, because there will be turns. Again, you're dealing with the balls of energy around you can't see, but you can only perceive and feel. And let me give you the answer to how can you get rid of balls of energy that can take you off despite your preparedness. First of all, the more you invest your emotions in responding to unfortunate events that these balls of energy can produce in your life or can produce for you on your behalf, and give you situations where you can come up as guilty or something. So the more you give your emotions an investment in those events, the more they will thrive. So what you want to do is to drop the meaning of those events. Don't treat them so seriously, bro. If the tax collector comes to you to take all your money and all your possessions, let's say, from a previously done mistake by one of your employees, what can you do? Just go with the flow of things, mate. You lose nothing. Despite all of your preparedness, things might happen and you want to be prepared for the unprepared, right? Despite everything you plan, despite everything you do, have winter in mind. It's just not being pessimistic, is actually being realistic, bro. You want to see everything before it happens. You want to see it all. With your eyes, not with your eyes, but with your mental eyes. You want to be aware of the dynamic where the unseen is visible to you. It doesn't have to be visible for other people. It must be visible to you though. Count on that. That's how you pay. That's your coin. Being consciously aware of the unconscious unfolding of events. That's the true mastership of living a good life. So you want to be prepared from all points of views, bro. I'm saying it and I'll be saying it. Why can you not have winter in mind when it's summer? Why can you not have summer in mind when it's winter? You must have it. It's part of stoicism. It's part of you being a man. And here is what I have for you, because it's 1 a.m. and I'm recording this for you. Please look at yourself. Look at everything that happens around you. Where is the flow of events going? And what kind of balls of energy you have around you? And I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about events happening on your behalf, happening for you. The unforeseen events, they can be good or bad. For example, like finding money on the street. From this to being entertained by your friends, you gotta see the flow of events. How you feeling in your mind? That's one of the thingies you want to look at, versus how the world outside is responding to you despite how you're feeling. Because I'm telling you, there will be tracks laid by the universe, so you can just walk on them. And it will be showing you the easiest path to follow, the easiest course for you to run. Just gotta open your mind. And again, the way to get out of this, stop reacting to these balls of energy and events happening to you. Please stop reacting. That's your way out. This is how you get out of trouble. The trouble you might not have created, or the trouble tempted to come your way when you excel, when you try a new level of thinking, a new level of life. It will come. It naturally comes. All you have to do is to be persistent. That's your key to preparedness, bro. I understand this thing, right? And there is loads of balls of energy you gotta deflect. Coming my way, I gotta deflect, and you as well, you gotta do, but you gotta be aware of them. They exist and you wanna keep an eye out for them. If you don't fully understand this video, please rewatch it. Please rewatch it. It's good for my watch time though, but it's better for you. It's much better for you. Because here I'm talking about something deeper. Most people don't understand, would never cross their minds to see the world through this lens. So I'm giving it to you here. This knowledge is like 40k, just so you know it. That's how valuable it is. Because if you get to understand what I gave you in this video, the key, the point, the pillar, your life will begin to be drastically different from now on. You have my word for this. There's no guarantee, but you have my word. So again, keep your eyes open and be prepared. Be prepared for the opportunity. Be prepared for the disaster. Have everything in mind. Plan for the worst, but expect the best. That's the best strategy I have from the viewpoint of an emperor like Marcus Aurelius. It's worth linking here my video on the questions I have. And with regards to this video, have a look at the questions about mortality. You want to have a look at them. They're quite realistic. It's nothing pessimistic. Again, all my work is quite positive. I'm saying quite because we want to have a look at the other side of things, and we want to include them as well to have a holistic view on what really happens and how can we better transform ourselves as men. The video is done. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.